This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Torque toy hauler. Okay, this is a how-to video, so I'm just going to show you some of the features. So right here you have power stabilizers. One switch controls both rear. Another switch up front controls both front. This is your fuel station here. Turn your pump on and off there, and it also has a gauge. Okay. Power awning with LED strip. Outside speakers. Power and TV signal out. This is your front stabilizer switch here. Now this one has two different cranks. Let me show you. This crank here is in case the stabilizers fail. You notice it's a cylinder with a slot cut in it. Okay. We come over here. Let me get around the tractor here. We come around to the off-door side and find the stabilizers are right here. There'll be a shaft with a pin through it right here. So you see there's a shaft with a pin through it. That cylinder with the slot fits right over that shaft with a pin, and you can crank these manually if you have to, just to get yourself out of trouble if you happen to fail for whatever reason. You can still crank them up and down. Now the 3/4 inch crank that you saw, that's for this power tongue jack right here. If this happened to fail for whatever reason, you can pull this rubber plug off the top and you can put a crank on there. That's a 3/4 inch hex on there, so you could use a drill with a 6-point 3/4 inch socket or whatever you want, or the crank, whatever you want. But that can be operated manually too, so you can always get hitched and unhitched. Okay, let me go back over there where we were. So, this is a coiled sprayer with a quick connect. I'll show you where that plugs in when we get to it. That's just for water. This is your dump hose right here. That's a reducer to reduce down to a 20 amp. This is your kill switch for your battery right here. So right now it's on, but if you ever want to shut the battery off, you just turn it off and pull the key out. Okay, and that's just a pre-wired for a tire monitor there. That's just a pre-wire. Okay, so back around the tractor here. So you have two LP tanks with automatic changeover regulator. They're full. You have a deep cycle marine battery, which is new. This is just if you wanted to purchase. This is a product specific, I think, but it's made by Go Power. And if you wanted to purchase their panel, which is like a solar panel battery charger, you could plug it right in there. It's a little kit, and you can charge the battery. All right. Of course, you're pre-wired for a generator here. You see the wiring. Plus, there's a control panel inside. All right. Your fuel for your generator. Let me just look back here real quick. And this one here is for your gas pump, your gas pump for your dirt bikes or regular bikes or four-wheeler, whatever you have. Okay. So here we have black tank, which is toilet water and waste there. We have gray tank, which is sink and shower and water there. This is the city water hookup. This is the most common way to get water to the trailer. You just hook this city water on there, turn on it, and you're all set. Now, if you're camping someplace without city water, you can pre-fill this fresh water tank right here, and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. I'll show you where the switch is inside when we get there. This is where your sprayer hooks up. Right there, okay. Cable and satellite through. And then this is your black tank flush. Like it says on this sticker here, do not turn on the water unless the black tank valve is open. So you would put your hose at the dump station right on here, dump your black tank first, of course, then leave the valve open, turn on the water, it'll spray the inside of your black tank out, it'll clean off the sensors so you get a good accurate reading, that sort of thing. Alright, you got a 50 amp power cord with a reducer to reduce it down to a 30, and then that other small one inside reduces it down to a 20. You can't run the air conditioners or anything off 20 obviously, but that's just in case you need to light it up for, and you just have regular 20 amp service, you can do that. This is your water heater. Okay, so let me just take this right off. This is your drain plug right here. So basically this has water in it now. It's set for the summertime, so it's been de-winterized. So right now the bypass valves are in the correct position. Plus this is filled with water. This works on gas, or there's electric heating element behind here. To operate the heating element, you're going to use this right here. Right. To operate the gas valve, there's a switch inside by the water pump switch, which I'll show you when we get in there, okay? Never run this without water in it. Always make sure there's water in it before you turn it on. These are service panels for your refrigerator. You don't really need to go in there except for service. Of course, your ladder, right now he's got it in a down position, or out position. This folds up against the trailer. You have to pull these pins out, fold it up, and put the pins in. We'll do that for you. Also, the door, I can't bring it down with one hand, and so we'll do that for you when you get here. We'll go over that with you. You can also see there's a housing up there. It tells us this is pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera kit if you wanted to add that. We sell them here. You can get them elsewhere, but the bottom line is it's pre-wired for that specific kit. Okay, let me go inside here. Let me turn down the radio here. Thanks, Tony. So when we first walk in the door, you have your panel right here. You have your two slide rooms here and here. The switches for them. You have your power on in here. Your water pump is here. Remember I told you the water pump's for pumping water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. Your water heater to light it on gas is right here, right? Remember I showed you the switch outside in the lower left hand corner to turn on the electric heating element. And then of course you have your levels here, okay? This down here is your power converter. This converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged in to shore power, you have regular 110 AC right here, and you have circuit breakers like you see at home, and they're all labeled. All right. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC on this side, so you have 12 volt fuses and a breaker, and they're all labeled here. So that's where your 12 volt comes from. There's also a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery has. As long as you're plugged into shore power, it'll keep your battery charged while you're plugged in. Of course, your tow vehicle charges it when it's going down the road. So this is a distribution center for AC. It's a converter from AC to DC power, and it charges your battery. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green like it is. If it's not, get it serviced. It's obviously important, very important. Okay, your keys are right there. These are some pins. I did not do this, but I'm sure they're for your bed lift here. Okay, remotes, microwave. When it comes to your range, you have three knobs here for the 3 burners. This one to the right is your oven, and this is the sparker here. Let me see if this is turned on right now. Yeah, it is. So it's that simple. The oven's the same way, except when you light it, you hold this in and hold it all the time while you're lighting it. Then you'll spark it and light the pilot light, which is down here. All right. After the pilot light, you hold it for another 10 or 15 seconds, still holding it in for the thermocouple to heat up. Then you go to whatever temperature you want. When you shut it off, the pilot light goes out along with the flame, so you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. You got a light there also. Always travel with this in the down position. The refrigerator is a gas absorption refrigerator, right? So that means it'll work on 110 AC or LP gas. So the most common way to run it is on auto. You can see that it's set for auto right now. You just push the mode button until you get to auto. That means auto electricity. It always seeks out 110 AC. If you can't find it, it'll automatically switch and light on gas. Or if let's say you're gone for the day, you leave early in the morning, it's going to be a super hot day, and you're going to be gone for the day, and soon after you leave, the campground has a power failure. It'll sense that, and it'll light on gas so you don't spoil your food. So auto's generally the way to go. The other control for this is the thermistor, which is this device right here, this wire with a plastic cylinder on the end. Basically, the higher you go with that, the cooler the refrigerator is. So you should have it up as high as you can go almost all the time. I mean, when it starts getting cool outside and frosted up, you can back it off, but generally speaking. So this couch, it flips over to a bed also, and it also folds up out of the way, so you can sleep there. These obviously turn into beds. Then you have your bunk up here, and this is your tabletop right here, or your table right here. Okay. Like I said, we'll put the ramp down, or the door down, and we'll show you how your gates work and all that when you pick up. You also have a fan up here, powered fan. This is all powered. It's obviously you can put it in a position to sleep. You can fold these together so you got two beds, or you can take them all the way up out of the way so your whatever machines you have, you can get in here. Okay. Alrighty. Guess I'm overstating the obvious here. So let me look a little bit more. Your TV, obviously, there's the remote, like I said. The bathroom. The vent is powered, so you can see you can open and close it here, turn it on and off. The sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. The toilet, like all RV trailer toilets, it sits right over a black tank. So when you get there, you turn the power and the water on, or hook them up, I should say. Then you'll come in and put a dose of chemical right in the bowl. Hold the pedal down up to the floor until at least a gallon of water goes into the black tank below with along with the chemical, and then you're all set to use it. If you don't do that, the smell will be terrible, plus it'll get clogged up. So you always want that chemical and water in there. Second air conditioner, and this rest is self-evident. This is the typical emergency window. You just push it open, right? And you can grab a hold of the red tab and pull the screen out in emergency to get out. Okay. Alright, I think that covers it. Let me look around a bit more. But I think that's it. So, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please use your ladder on the side to inspect your roof regularly. You want to inspect it every 60 to 90 days. Make sure there's no cracking or separation where water could get through at any of the sealant. Make sure there's no damage to the roof by low branches or road debris. Just look it over. You can't see what's happening up there unless somebody goes up and looks, so that should be part of your maintenance, okay? Also, it's in de-winterized right now. There's water in the system. The antifreeze has been purged out, so it's ready for the summer, okay? Thank you.